Alright, last video, I want to show what it means to be broke. I had this idea. A lot of people say they're broke, but they don't really know what it means to be broke. And also, a lot of people are broke. This is what broke means. Broke means that you're coming back from New Jersey, you're visiting a family, you have to use credit, you have to use some random Affirm to be able to afford the ticket. When you went, you instantly blew through all your money. As soon as the month turned, like tons of bills came, and then you even though you had $300-$400 in the bank, it went instantly to zero. And then now you have to just get home as soon as you can so you can work. And then everybody's asking you, hey, why don't you stay longer? Hey, why don't you stay longer? Oh, just 3 days? Oh, why do you have to go back? Because you have to effing work. And then when you go back home, now you have even trouble working. So you go to the airplane, and then because your SIM card for whatever reason doesn't work, and before that you had to spend $300 getting the phone to work, and so now you spent $300 on getting the phone to work. In the end, you just bought a brand new phone because everything was broken in the other phone, and repairs would have taken too long. You got to get that money coming in ASAP. So okay, so you paid for the new phone, but then you didn't realize that the phone bill was past due, so you had to pay the past due phone bill. And we're doing this somehow with barely any money. The credit cards, they don't even work anymore, to the point that I can't even just use the credit cards anymore. And now okay, so now we're in the car and we're trying to add some gas, but we're gonna use the gas that we got, and then there's like a little bit left. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some, and then we're gonna put it in the bank account, right? The problem is you just got two $35 overdrafts in the credit union. The other problem is, how are you gonna switch it from the one bank to the credit union? Because the other banks in New Jersey, because you had to open the other bank, because the other bank didn't work. The credit union didn't send you the card. You had to beg them to send you the card when it was lost and you were in another state. So now the credit union finally works, but you have to switch it to the credit union. But if you do that, it's gonna be 3 days. It's gonna take 3 days, right? In the meantime, you get a random bill. Random bill is $400 insurance. No, that's not random, but that felt like it was random. You didn't understand how the system for the credit union worked, and you're trying to pay, but you didn't realize you couldn't figure out how much you owed because you didn't press the right button. And when you press, then finally I figured out how to when you could see how much you owe when you do the transfer. So when you transfer one account to the other, then you can see it. You can see how much you owe, but I didn't see that before. And so now I started paying it down. It was at $580, right? I started paying it a little bit at a time because I know I was gonna pay the whole thing, but I want to make sure I pay that $580 before it becomes late. And what happened was, all right, I'm paying it down, I'm doing my Uber money now, but I have to pay the insurance. I gotta pay the insurance, and then I help someone out, and then I get into an accident, right? Helping somebody out because some stranded people, their car broke down, so I was helping them drive. But when I was backing up, I hit another car, so that was completely my fault. But now I have to stop my day. In the end, that was fine. My insurance was gonna go up, but that doesn't make it impossible. I'm still able to move. But at the time, it didn't feel like that. That was 4 days ago. But at least I could still drive. The car's not that damaged. Doesn't look bad with the passengers. Yeah, I'm having trouble doing the 12 hours a day. Just kind of sitting in my car thinking about things until I started playing this audiobooks in the background. What time is it? 3 minutes. Okay. So then you get a notice from Toll Tag. We're in the Toll Tag place right now. That says your car's gonna be repoed today. I'm like, what the F? But I'm so numb from all this other stuff that it's like, oh crap. But luckily I made $400. Luckily I didn't pay the insurance right away. And I also got lucky. Insurance is actually doing the 14th, not the 10th, and it's the 10th right now. So I actually have a few more days to pay the insurance. I owe $1,000. I actually owe Toll Tag $1,800, and then I owe there's a $2,000. There's like a $1,000 bill somewhere that that was the car note. After that, then I owe $1,000 at the end of the month for a private lender, and then I owe. So I'm not really getting ahead this month, but as long as I work every day, should be fine. Just put in the hours. The main thing is to not listen to suggestions. I've been getting so many suggestions from people, and like Uber passengers or just people I know. They know how broke I am. Because I'll be like, hey, you want to do this? You want to invite me to all kinds of crap? That wedding's going to cost me so much money. I know right now. I'm going to wait on the 22nd. That's gonna cost a lot of money. It's not gonna cost a lot of money because of the suit, because of the Uber, because of the airport, but because of the loss of momentum and the fact that I gotta stop everything I'm doing. And I'm gonna do that already to get this other job, for 2 other jobs that I'm securing. I'm gonna get it for the oil field job, but that's worth it. But oil field job, even after I get the job, there's gonna have to spend $7,000 to $8,000 on equipment, all kinds of stuff, and get in there and gas. And I'm gonna have to take off work. We're gonna switch the car with storage and stuff like that. And random bills, $35 random charge costed me $70, so it was kind of depressing, but that's just how it's like being broke. This is just a surface. There's a lot more to being broke. And then sometimes you want to eat healthy, sometimes to perform better, sometimes you don't. I'm here in the parking lot, I'm the only one here, I'm talking on a effing, and then I want to edit the videos, right? So the video from Alaska, like, that's like the only thing I got out of Alaska, really, the video. It was a horrible experience. There were a lot of good parts of it, but one thing made it really bad. It's people related. My buddies saved my butt, but it was horrible. Anyway, so we had 60 days of Alaska, 2 weeks of insanity in that. And then gonna go to the oil field. How did we get to this point? You know what? I'm gonna pause this. We're gonna think clearly later. But when you're in this situation, you're not thinking clearly. Sometimes you have to force yourself to breathe more. This really isn't that bad. But it's cool. It's like sometimes you feel like you can sit down and edit and do stuff, right? But other times you just realize that you're not going to be able to do stuff for the next 7 or 8 months. Unless you work at every single waking moment for 7 or 8 months. And then what you want to do is then you start to get creative. You start to say, hey, I'm going to make money doing this. I'm going to do a little bit of lotto. I'm going to do a little bit this. I'm going to try this. My passenger has this job that says makes $7,000 a month. Hey, we have this contract work here. Hey, you can do this there. But really, you actually have to just do the same thing and continue the momentum sometimes. Even oil field's going to cost a lot of money. In fact, this might even be better, but to do the other job, but oil field's going to get me stronger. And oil field will make me a little more money. But it's for what I'm getting in return, it's like, I don't know. Hey, why don't you just become a truck driver? Yeah, I did just get into an accident. You can't, so the insurance is going to be high. I don't know if they'll accept me, and then I'm going to get a CDL, lose momentum, pay $5,000 for the CDL. In the end, $5,000 divided by the numbers that we got to divide it by. I'm not making money until after 2nd year. I don't need to make the money now. And I just need to pay off. I just need to do the same thing over and over and pay off what I got to pay off. And I know if it will make me the money. I hesitated for many times. I hesitated, but we're just gonna have to do it. I keep trying to get creative, but in the end, I know the data shows that if I just do it, if we can get it over with, get it over with. Oh yeah, and then see, now here's a creative idea. I want to do a workout program. So how about a workout program called Getting Ready for the Oil Field? Yeah. And then I show how I could be like the most badass oil field worker. I'm the only one here, aren't I? Oh no, oh cool, there's no line. Okay, let's just go. Let's get this over with.